At this point, I am firmly convinced that Republicans have a weird, perverted little fetish for screwing over their own constituents. When you look at what Republicans are doing in the House of Representatives and the Senate right now, it kind of seems like everything they're doing is really meant to just punish the very people who put them in office, right? Like the budget they're working on disproportionately screws over their own voters in red states and red districts by cutting Medicaid, possible cuts to Social Security, Medicare that the administration has kicked around, cutting education, cutting grants for low-income people to get heating and cooling in the summer and winter. They just love making their voters suffer, again, in a weird, very perverted, if you ask me, way. And of course, Donald Trump is no exception. His trade war has absolutely screwed over everybody in the country. There's no question about that. But red states, at least at the moment, do appear to be getting hit the hardest. We have seen reports showing us that Texas, in the first month or two of the administration, when his first little tariffs went into place, Texas was actually the first one to get hit. They got hit hard. Alabama, big auto manufacturing industry in the state of Alabama, and with Trump's 25% tariffs on automobile imports, not just cars, but pieces of cars, you've got factories in Alabama that are slowing production, laying people off, and possibly eventually not having any work to do at all. And we also have the state of Kentucky. Now, Kentucky has one Democrat, and I don't just mean one Democrat in the state, although that wouldn't surprise me. They have one Democrat as part of their representatives in Washington, D.C. One Democrat in the House. The rest of their House delegation is all Republicans. Their senators are two Republicans. And it's this one Democrat that is raising the alarms, Democrat by the name of Morgan McGarvey, by the way, who is warning the entire world right now that Donald Trump's trade war has basically destroyed their relationship with their number one trade partner for one of their top industries. And that, of course, is Kentucky bourbon. McGarvey said in a recent interview that the state of Kentucky stands to lose tens of millions of dollars because Canada is not buying our bourbon. Now, we've all seen the videos of Canadian liquor stores pulling American liquor off the shelves. We have seen Canadians themselves say that we will no longer buy liquor from America if we even see it in the store. And that hurts. Canada, again, is the largest importer of this Kentucky bourbon, and now they've lost that market, and McGarvey is out there warning everyone, we're going to lose tens of millions of dollars because of this, in a state that cannot afford to lose tens of millions of dollars. Now, I will credit where credit is due, not that I like the guys, but both Mitch McConnell and Rand Paul, the two Republican senators from Kentucky, have, of course, come out against Trump's trade war. Rand Paul tried to put an end to it last week, but because Mitch McConnell, the zombie, was out sick, he couldn't vote and it didn't pass. So they've tried to do something, but at the same time, they're still not out there warning everybody about how devastating this is going to be for their state. And even though these two Republicans, aren't a fan of the trade war, this is officially a Republican policy now because Republicans saved it in the Senate last week. They are now accomplices to Donald Trump. So voters of Kentucky, please remember that. You've got one zombie that was too sick to vote, one Republican who, helped push the legislation but couldn't get it to pass because he couldn't get other Republicans on his side. That's still weakness. It's weakness that is screwing you over financially. So just remember that next time you go to vote. You guys aren't getting screwed by Democrats. It's the people you keep sending to Washington, D.C., minus, of course, Morgan McGarvey. Thanks for watching, everybody. And if you're not already, please subscribe to the channel. We got fresh content every day for you. And if you want to follow us across social media, make sure you check out all of the social links that we have posted in the description of this video.